Hello, thank you for the opportunity to present our work. Today I'm going to deliver a presentation of the NPD process design canvas. My name is Muhammad Iqbal. I will be presenting the presentation today. This work is part of the research and product development. As you may know, the new product development play important role in sustainability and growth of companies in almost all industries. Prior studies reveal that it is beneficial for a company to have a well-designed, well-managed NPD process. Designing the NPD process should consider several things such as the risk and the analysis of existing process. Implementation of the design steps is important, and to help doing it, an analytical tool to comprehensively analyze the whole NPD process design steps is needed. So the objective of today's talk is to conceptualize the analytical tool that can be used to help organizations design their NPD process. This work is done in two steps. It is the ideation and the concept testing. The ideation is the step needed to generate the tool concept, and the concept then will be tested using physical model to gather user feedback. In order to conceptualize the tool, the functional decomposition is needed. The primary function of the NPD process design is to get a specific NPD process relevant to the situations faced by the company. This specific condition is described in the Product Innovation Charter. The NPD process design sequence is based on the analysis of risk, so it seems logical that the Product Innovation Charter and risk are the input of the design. The tool must be able to represent the sequence of the NPD process design, that is, categorize and prioritize risk, identify activities, and identify iteration, stages, and review. The next step is to find solutions based on the functional decomposition. For this purpose, a morphological chart is utilized. For relevant functions, solution alternative will be generated. This sub-solution then analyzed to get an intact design. The tool form explore the possibility of the tool main form will be in the sequence of matrices, list of description, or in the space with elements related to PDP process design. The risk, activities, iteration, stages, and review may be arranged or not arranged into defined categories. The process finalization describe on how to finalize the process design. Based on the combination of solution options, several tool concepts are generated. The best concept then selected. The concept is chosen using the pros and cons, one of the concept selection approach based on the strength and weakness of each concept. The concept with the design canvas approach. considered to be the best concept since it can elaborate on the connections between elements and can make the analysis perform not in a strictly linear approach. As example, risk can be re-identified as activities are listed. The space of element approach can support this process better compared to rigid matrices or textual description. The sketches approach also could balance between the graphical and textual form to describe a process. The canvas is consisting of five main parts: the product innovation charter list, the risk list, the activities list, the process sketch area, and the additional information area. The working sequence is started with the identification of project scope stated in the product innovation list. The next step is the identification of uncertainty and risk and the identification of necessary activities to address those risks. The activities then arrange into a complete process and described in graphical form or in sketch. The process should describe the iteration, review, and the stages. Additional information that cannot be explained from the process illustration then added into the additional information area. The canvas may function as integrator that captured information from analysis for each part. After the concept is generated, the next step is performing the concept testing. The testing is done using printed paper, using the physical canvas, and during the testing session, feedback is collected as respondents asking questions and give comments. At the end of the session, respondents are asked to fill the questionnaire about the proposed concept. The results show that risks are successfully identified. Risk of over-design, trends, product similarity with the competitor, unmanaged design changes are several risks that must be faced by pharmaceutical companies, while the maintenance, shifting customer behavior, rapid technology changing, long approval stages are some risks that the transportation and logistic company must deal with. Using the tool, the NPD process is successfully designed. Although more detail must be completed for all the design process, the process that is built based on the risk analysis has been done. Most of the process are described in the gating system. It is also interesting that almost all process is described as a linear multi-stages sequence and no clear iterations and review that are stated. It might be an indication that the canvas is not able to assess the conversion of activities into all iterations, reviews, and gate. Several advantages and disadvantages of the tools also identified. The tools is able to serve the needs of mapping the process comprehensively, and it can also help to study risk in detail. And elements in the canvas is adequate to design the NPD process, while at the same time the canvas have the disadvantages of lack of product description. Elements have various detail. It is not easy to wrap it to a complete process. And also the tool is unable to capture the information of existing NPD process. Based on the testing, there are several improvements that can be done. The first is related with the conversion of activities into process, iterations, review, and stages. In the process sketch area, additional box to identify iterations and review can be added under the macro stages and micro stages box. NPD process design canvas can also be positioned as an integrator of several analyses, since all the sequence of NPD design may need specific analysis. As conclusions, the analytical tool that can be used to help organizations design their NPD process is conceptualized as the NPD process design canvas. The tool concept is based on the space of elements, using the sketch to finalize the NPD process and provide arrangement of risk, activities, iterations, reviews, and stages. The concept has been tested and some improvement based on the feedback are the additional box for iteration and review identification and the position of NPD process design canvas as an integrator of several analyses. While this work explains the concept of the NPD process design canvas, further testing needs to be done involving a more detailed analysis of risk using a more sophisticated physical or software media. Other research also needed to address the issue about the position of organizations exiting NPD process and how the NPD process design canvas take it into consideration. And that's all our presentation. Thank you for your attention. Good day.